Joe Franz. I am from Eden, New York. I am a transitional deacon for the Diocese of Buffalo, and I will be getting ordained a priest this Saturday, June the 4th.
Hello, my name is Joe Tokaz. I'm a transitional deacon for the Diocese of Buffalo, and I am from Elma, New York, and I'll be getting ordained a priest for the diocese this weekend on June 4th. We hope to answer a few questions here and to help you get to know us and a little bit about our experience of formation and our road to the priesthood.
What was the biggest lesson you learned during formation?
Well, there are many lessons that you learn. I think the biggest one, though, leading towards priesthood specifically, is how, as a priest, you're called to really give yourself over to the ministry. My encounter with the experience of formation, and there's so many times throughout the experience of formation that I had those moments where I said, okay, I have to set this aside, my own desire or my own experience of something, desire to do something, because there's something greater here. And that realizing exactly what that call to the priesthood was for me, and what it requires of a priest. I think, encountering that, I know the question was unexpected, but not so much unexpected, but the extent of encountering it again and again and growing to understand that more and more and in a deeper way. There's so much in formation to the priesthood that you encounter and you're like, oh, I didn't expect to have to go deeper. So looking back at the beginning of formation to now and then seeing where I am now, there were aspects of just that calls us to, that I couldn't have then even fathomed to encounter and go through. Joe, what did you encounter during your formation that was unexpected?
What did I encounter that was unexpected? I think my learning about myself, understanding myself better. I was a later vocation, and I thought I had a lot of self-knowledge. I went through the annulment process, and that was a huge thing for self-knowledge for me, and getting to know myself, what my triggers are, why I react the way I act, and who my friends are, who supports me. But it certainly deepened that process. My time in formation certainly deepened that process. CPE, I thought I had some closure with my father's death, and that certainly brought about the fact that I needed some more closure with my father's death. It had happened 20 years prior to taking CPE, and it wasn't until towards the end of the CPE process that summer that I realized why I was struggling so much with the clinical portion of CPE. And, so it helped, and I struggled every day with the clinical portion. I dreaded it at times, but in hindsight, it was a wonderful experience, and it was something that really stretched me, allowed me to grow, formed me, and hopefully ultimately made me someone that would be better able to serve Jesus and his church. Joe, what are you looking forward to most in your first year of priesthood?
I am very, very much looking forward to wherever I'm sent or called to go for ministry. I hope to just settle into the ministry, and to get the experience of saying Mass daily for people, and bringing the sacraments to so many, and just getting to know a community of people and being able to share my love of the gospel and of what it means to live out our Catholic faith with them, and to help them to encounter that gospel and our faith, maybe in a new way, or maybe in a same way that they've never thought about before from a different angle. So I'm just looking forward to getting into ministry and bringing the sacraments to people, and doing that as a priest. Joe, what was the reaction from friends and family when you told them you wanted to be a priest?
My friends and family have been very supportive throughout my life, really. So it may have been a little bit of a surprise to them in some respects. In other respects, I don't think it was a surprise. As I had mentioned, I was married, and it was really through that process of opening up about my struggles with that and how that ended that I really understood St. Paul's letter where it said, it is in my weakness that I am made strong. And by being vulnerable, by willing to humble myself with my family and friends, they lifted me up and they supported me, and I'm grateful for that, and they continue to do that. And even my ex-wife and her family have been very supportive to me along the way, and I'm grateful for that.